welcome back. So today we're gonna start out, again, these refrigerator pickles are super easy. Absolutely love them. They're fantastic on sandwiches. Our family uses them a lot during the holiday season, so they do actually last. A lot of questions that I do get in refrigerator pickles, and when we do refrigerator pickles, is how long do they last? We've actually kept some pickled peppers in the refrigerator for up to 1 year. Yes, 1 year, you heard that correctly. Obviously, if there's something weird about them, like there's mold growing on the top, then I suggest you throw them out. But if they smell good, typically they're fine. They're gonna be preserved in lots of vinegar, sugar, salt, you know, the likely usual suspects. So here we go. We're gonna get started with our brine. We're gonna start out with our white vinegar as the base. So we have 4 cups of white vinegar going right into a lovely pot here. And we need 2 cups water, 2 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of salt, 2 tablespoons sugar, and then I like to add a cinnamon stick. You could add garlic, you can add dill. So this is a really fun basic brine. Again, also if you have leftovers, I highly recommend using this for refrigerator pickled carrots or even zucchini. But we're gonna put, so if you have a large one, you can put 1 large cinnamon stick or 2 small. 1 teaspoon whole cloves, 2 teaspoons of whole peppercorns, 2 teaspoons of whole allspice. We have whole mustard seeds, and we will do 1 teaspoon of that, 1 teaspoon of whole coriander. We are going to turn our brine mix up to a high heat or medium-high heat, and we're gonna let this boil. So when it comes to a boil, then we're gonna stop it, and then we're gonna let it cool because we want the vinegar and the water mixture to gather all of the flavors that we have going on here. A small little side tip before we cut up our peppers. We are going to just be using some cute little random jars, ball jars. We like jars that seal, like this guy. This one is actually from IKEA. What we're gonna do with these jars is we are going to wash them in super hot water to make sure they're sanitized and ready to put our peppers into. So we're gonna do that first. So as we're sitting in super hot water, we're gonna start our peppers. So we are ready to cut up our jalapeno peppers. Today, as I'm cutting them, be careful to not touch the seeds or the veins of the insides of these little babies because your hands will be on fire. We've learned that the hard way many times. You can use disposable gloves. We are using the seeds, using pretty much the whole thing because we do want that extra spice. So we're just gonna cut the tops off, and then we're gonna cut them into lovely little rounds. When you get to the bottom, you can just kind of cut it a little bit thinner. Okay, a little tip, sometimes I do like separating the different colors so that you can layer them. And it just looks pretty in the jar. It doesn't really matter. You can just throw them all together, or you can layer them. Totally up to you, it's your preference. I have a lot of slicing to do. We're going to fill our freshly cleaned jars with these lovely peppers. And now you're gonna just scoop all of your sliced peppers into each of the jars and you're gonna distribute them. You probably should have kept your gloves. I should have probably kept my gloves. But you know, that's fine. I'll just have a little bit of a burning hand. And just kind of smush it down so that you fill them nice and tight. Let's get ready to fill these guys up with our brine. It's cooled off a little bit. It's still quite warm, and that's all right. Pretty much, you do want it to be cool, but if it's still steamy and warm, worst case that's gonna happen is that your peppers get a little cooked. We're just gonna scoop in our lovely vinegar mix. And some of these, you'll get some of the peppercorns and things like that. Just a touch left over, maybe for one more small jar. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the lids on. These guys will go into the refrigerator and sit for at least a week. And then after a week's time, you can enjoy on sandwiches, in omelets, and you could do a rice mixture. You can pretty much put these guys into anything. They're delicious wherever jalapenos are needed and necessary. Now you have your endless supply right out of your refrigerator. Bam, so I have a refrigerator pickle jar that was sitting in the refrigerator now for about a month. And so we're gonna taste these guys. And see how yummy they are. They're probably quite spicy. Okay, so our lovely little jalapenos. Oh yeah. That heat kicks you. All of the spices and herbs. I might get the hiccups because it's quite hot. Good batches this year, guys, good batches. So we hope this inspires you to pickle some of your own jalapenos. Let us know in the comments if you do. Also, if you haven't grown your own jalapenos, they are available at a regular grocery store. See you later, fam. A little behind the scenes of me trying to get this shot and turn this light on because this refrigerator just kills me. That was me kicking it. No. Come on. Ah. Ah. All right, here we go. End scene. Here we go. Oh gosh. I ate these. I ate a raw jalapeno for the camera. Oh, I'm still filming.
Sorry,
No.
I just crossed over your path.
Yeah, it's okay. I was done. Oh, just ended it. Oh gosh.
Sorry about that.
Now I have the hiccups. Whew. Hallelujah.